What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Gregway. Of course, every Wednesday and Friday, I take one of your comments or tweets and have a conversation with you about it, because I love you guys, you're my friends, and it means a lot to me that you care so much about what I think. Today's topic comes from John Peterman. He says, have you ever entered a wing eating competition? I have, John, but it's not a great story. I will instead tell you about the time I had to enter a beer drinking competition, but we'll get to that. For the wing eating competition, yes, I've been in a wing eating competition. Me and a friend named Frank Turner won the Columbia, Missouri Buffalo Wild Wings wing eating competition back in '03, we'll say, right? It was a sad little thing. It was for charity, and we showed up, and there was only one other team, and I believe it was which team could eat 50 wings the fastest. And if you've seen my other videos, which I'm hoping you're clicking on right here, about how to eat a wing, I eat them in one bite like a cartoon cat eats a fish. And so I was using that method in the wing eating competition, at which point one of the judges came over and told us, you guys are way ahead, stop. You're going to die if you eat wings that way. Like, we don't want you choking and dying, you're way, way ahead. Which was nice of them to do and a great confidence booster, but then it backfired and we started going too slow and they started catching up, and then in the end we did it, we won, hooray. But that story's not great. However, there's this one time I outdrank an Ogre at a bar. So it's a Halloween, me and my friends, we go up to what used to be Big 12 Knife On, which then became Legends in Columbia, Missouri. And we go up there to watch the Sunday Night Football game. We get there and it's like the day before Halloween this year, I think. So it's like, we're there Sunday, Halloween's Monday. Or no, I guess it was Halloween, or about to be Halloween. Anyways, they were having their Halloween costume contest that night. We didn't know this. We showed up, we watched the game, we see all the flyers, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, whatever. And the prize was a trip to Vegas or whatever. And I was like, oh wow, that sounds really cool. And I'm sitting there drinking with my friends and I'm like, I could win this. If I had my Ghostbuster stuff, if I had known this, I could have won, because I have this movie accurate Ghostbuster jumpsuit. And I'm like, I could have won. Like, you should go back and get it. Like, Columbia is small, you don't live that far. I'm like, all right, I will. Mind you, I had like a drink. Or actually, no, I was underage. This is what this comes up in the story. Wait, no. I was of age, I was just broke. I think this is all correct so far. Anyways, it's been years, right? A good story though, stick with me. I'm not drunk is what I'm saying when I drive home and I get my costume and I drive back. From there on out, I had a DD. That makes sense, right? Girlfriend at the time? Yeah, that does make sense. Oh, she drove me there. That's why. I was all confused. Like, I wouldn't drink and drive, would I? No, I wouldn't. So where? No, I had a designated driver the whole night. Perfect. Now we're on board. Go and get the costume. I get back in time for the costume contest. I put it on. It's me and a bunch of broke-ass people in their broke-ass costumes. However, then there's this huge dude, like huge, really tall, really big. He is dressed as Shrek, and he is full-on painted. He had shaved his head. He's painted green. He's got the ear things. He's in like he looks awesome. This motherfucker was Shrek. There is no denying his Shrekness. And so we go through and it was based on applause, right? Which is always the worst way to do a costume contest. And also I was with a really loud group. But we get down to it and they can't get a clear winner between Shrek and me. So in their infinite wisdom of the bar, they're like, we'll have them drink. We'll have them do a drink off. And they give us each a pitcher of beer. And like, whoever finishes this first, they are the winner. They get the trip to Vegas or whatever. And this dude is huge. Like, he is a huge, huge dude. Like, he looks like he probably played football, I'm sure, somewhere important. And they put the pitchers down in front of us. I take off my Proton pack and put it on the table. And I put it in front of me. And my girlfriend at the time goes, do you want me to take that? And I'm like, no, I want to put it on when I win. I want to celebrate in it. And this will be very important and why you should always listen to your girlfriend later on. She goes, all right, whatever, and walks away. The beers get put down in front of us. We're all about to go, and the Shrek just looks at me and he goes, it's a lot of beer, man. And I'm like, well, yeah, but you're Shrek. You're gonna be fine, stupid idiot. Like, I'm just the normal fat guy. You're like this huge Shrek. You are Shrek. So we start going, and we bring them up, bottoms up, and we're going at it, and he's putting more down, but I'm keeping a consistent pace. I'm doing the tortoise and the hare race here. And everything's going well. I'm behind. I'm doing the best I can though. And I get maybe a third of the way through the pitcher, maybe half of the way through the pitcher, and Shrek puts down his pitcher and vomits into his pitcher. Then vomits onto the table on top of my Proton pack, which I could have had in the safety of someone else's arms, but now it's covered in puke. So I win by default, get the little thing, but I immediately grab my Proton pack and run to the bathroom, and I'm like washing it off in the sink. Actually, in the kitchen sink I was washing off. The Proton pack was fine, I only got nicked, but still, I had Shrek thrown up next to me. That was crazy. I win, it's great. Then there starts to be rumors around the bar that Shrek's outside drunk and mad and wants to fight me. I'm like, that sucks. But we eventually leave, no Shrek outside. Here's the best part of the story is the thing for the Vegas trip, right, was like, I think it was, you know, whatever, 3 days, 2 nights somewhere. In Vegas, of course. But I'm a broke college student and could not afford it, so it just expired. I never even used it. But I won, ladies and gentlemen. I outdrank an Ogre, which is something to hang your hat on. And then later I won a wing eating competition, and that's what this question was about. Thank you, John, for having that conversation with me. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I love talking to you so much. Thank you for all your support on all the shows and stuff we do. Make sure you leave your questions and conversations down in the comments. Talk with me when I'm there answering them every day like I do. And then make sure you keep coming back every Wednesday and Friday for a new Gregway.